Hello, good morning, everybody. So this is the chart you had on our screen yesterday. If you can see, we already had a sell which somehow is going against us. We took a sell from this point. We had a stop loss there. Somehow the price is almost approaching our stop loss. So the big question here is that should I hold on to this trade or should I exit it? That's probably what somebody is asking me now, that if I entered a sell now and the price has gone against me, should I exit that trade or should I hold on to that trade? The answer is very simple. As long as the stop loss has not been triggered, I'm holding on to that trade. There's nothing I can do other than hold on. So I'm not going to say we look for a sell just because, we exit this trade just because it has gone against us. No, that's not enough reason. If you enter trade and you had your stop loss correctly, only exit when either your stop loss or take profit is taken out. It's that simple. So I'm not going to exit this way. I know we have a loss already. The price has almost gone against me, but I'm not going to exit anything. Let it be the way it is. And I'm sorry to say this, but then we are seeing this. This could be a very good place to actually buy from. So we have a resistance here, a resistance, then there's a gap above, there's a retracement. Somehow the price is still being held above this zone here. So this could mean the price is continuing to the upper side. This is simply what that means. The price may continue, although we have a sell, correct, but then we are likely to see a move to the upper side. This is a buy. If you didn't sell it, correct, you can get out. You can buy it. But if you've sold it, leave that position open. That's one thing you have to train yourself, so that when you have a trade running, you have to hold it till maturity. So this is a good buy. I'm seeing this as a buy. This looks like a buy. I have a sell already, but I'm not going to exit just because this is a buy. I sold because of the weekly, and the weekly is still a sell in my opinion. Therefore, I cannot exit just because the 4 hours is showing me something else. So we move forward. I want us to look at the next chart. Gold. We expected a buy, so it looks like the trades which we forecasted they said actually going against us. We wanted price to retrace back slightly, then continue upwards, but then as you can see, the break above the upper trend line could not be sustained. This one, the break above this level here could not be sustained. Instead, the price moved up and then moved back again to the lower side. Now we are below this level. Yeah. So what this means is wait for price to retrace back up slightly. Wait for price to retrace back up slightly. Then pick a sell up to the lower trend line. So technically, this is what we expect to happen. We expect price to retrace up to the lower trend line, and if it comes back to this trend line, then this could be the correct place to actually pick a buy from up to the top. Overall, the trend here is upwards. Therefore, if we see any clear sign for a buy, we need to buy it, and the best place to buy from is not here, but here. So we are going to move forward. We are going to move forward to our next symbol, and that should be Brent oil. Brent oil is still bullish, just as we said yesterday. The price continues to move to the upper side. We continue seeing price making higher highs. So we basically took a buy when price was here. We are still holding on to that position, expecting price to extend up to this trend line. This may happen. It may come back here in the course of this week or next week, but ultimately the price needs to hit this level before we can even think of a sell. The price needs to move up to this trend line, then that is what will give us the best place to sell from. So if you are looking at this chart now, you better be expecting a move to the upper side, up to the upper trend line. Then you should be able to pick a sell up to 57.78. This level here, 57.78. So we move to the next symbol, which is SP500. SP500 is going perfectly as we said. We wanted a retracement, which of course it did here. If you bought it there, you're supposed to be in a long position now. You're supposed to be holding onto a buy. And if you didn't buy it here, you should be expecting a retracement up to somewhere around this point. Then you should pick a buy. Expect a move up to this level here. Then pick a long position. Pick a buy. Pick a buy from within this range. If price can pull back to this point here, then that will give us a good place to actually look for a buy from. As it is now, I don't recommend you do anything. Just keep quiet, wait for price to get to this level, then you should be able to pick a buy. This is just a resistance being broken. First retracement, we're waiting for a second retracement before we can buy it. So we'll move forward to GBP/USD. GBP/USD, we expected price to move up to the zone at the top, this one. Yeah, we expected price to move up to this zone. We wanted price to retrace back for the third time up to that zone. That did not happen. Instead, the price bounced off to the lower side, continued downwards. So if price comes back to this zone here, this is a very good resistance. It will give us the correct place to actually look for a sell from. We just want price to continue up to this zone, then we'll look for a sell if price bounces off from it, or if price breaks above it, then we'll wait for retracement before we continue buying it even higher. Then we have a level here, support. That is a very good support. This is a very good support level here. If price comes back to the support like this and breaks below it, then we'll simply wait for retracement so that we can pick a sell, expecting that sell to take price up to this level here, the very line at the bottom. So technically this is a sell we are looking at, but then we will only sell it if price breaks below the level which I've mentioned. If price goes below the lower zone, then we'll look for a sell. If it retraces back to the upper side but does not go above the zone which is at the top, then we'll wait for a sell signal, then we pick that sell. So if price goes above the upper zone, we look for a buy. If it bounces off from that same zone, we'll look for a sell. So we'll move forward to our next symbol, the last one, EUR/USD. So EUR/USD has been downward for some times. The price continued massively to the lower side yesterday. We had this level here, this level, and then also had this, a very good resistance, a resistance, a resistance, and just recently, this was yesterday, the price actually went below a very significant level, this one. So this is a very good support, a support, a support. There's a break, a retracement. Somehow we are still downward. So we expect price to proceed up to this level here. We expect price to go up to this level. So basically, we just expect price to move from that point up to the bottom 1.1004, this level here. So look for a sell, expect a sell, and expect that sell to take us only up to the level which I've mentioned at the bottom. So if you have any questions or you need to ask them, just write on the right hand side of your screen. There's a top chat option where you can give me your review, as in you can write something that you want me to talk about. If there's a pair which you need me to talk about, kindly just write that at the right hand side of your screen. So thank you. That should be the end of today's market overview. We'll see you again tomorrow at the same time. Bye.